You need to know that you're very special and you're very unique, and you have been specifically chosen to hear this message in this time. Whether this showed up on your recommended page or you decided to click on this video, regardless, you're here for a reason because you're special and you need to hear this today. Spirit wants to say to you that a new start is coming, and this is something that you're ready for, is something that you have been preparing for as well. I feel like the collective who will be drawn to this message today are in a very important time of their life, because you're starting to realize your superpower, your power to manifest life, your power to create the life of your dreams. This is a very powerful card, and it's the first card that came out today. It says, universal laws and truths are now being revealed to you. Use this energy to create your reality. So why is this new start happening in your life? Because you're finally using the power of the universe, the energy of the universe, to create the life of your dreams, to manifest your dream life. I feel like you've always had a very strong imagination. You are a very imaginative person. You are maybe a very powerful visualizer, or you have had these moments in your life that felt like deja vus or prophecies, where you have this specific image in your mind and it comes true. It feels like a prediction. It feels like a moment of prophecy. This card says you're an original, innovative thinker, an excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas. Your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I feel like Spirit wants to say that it's also time for you to step forward and to express your creativity, to express your imagination, because you're a very unique individual. You're a very creative person, you're very unique, you're very special, and I feel like you have a very unique and powerful way of communicating certain things to people, to life. And naturally, you're very uplifting. Naturally, your energy is there, your presence is there to uplift the energy of others, to inspire others. And if this message resonates with you, I truly feel like it found you for a reason, because maybe you needed to hear this today. This reading needed to reflect what you have been feeling inside about yourself or about life, because also the Ace of Wands came out. I feel like you have a lot to say, you have a lot to express, maybe through writing, through singing, through acting, or something else, something completely different. I feel like there's going to be a lot of creative individuals drawn to this reading today, because we're getting a lot of creative energy. The Ace of Wands especially can talk about creative ideas and projects that you want to begin. Has there been anything you have been wanting to say, begin, or express in your life? I feel like it's time to do that, and do it in a way that feels authentic. Do it in a way that feels unique, because you're one of a kind. I truly, and I'm not saying this lightly, and it's also not in the way of placing you above other people, or, like making you feel like you're above everyone else. Everyone is equal. Everyone is unique in their own way. The difference is of those who choose to wake up to that, and those who choose to ignore their inner spark, to ignore their inner passion. And that can be because of countless of reasons and, circumstances. But I feel like you were chosen for something specific, and you've always had that feeling within you. You've always had that inner knowing, like, I am chosen to do this. I'm chosen to fulfill this pursuit. You've always felt different from everyone else. You've always felt this inner calling to pursue your passion. And I feel like you're at a point where you're realizing that perhaps all of that is possible, like that's I feel like the key to waking up to your abilities is waking up to the truth that life is in your own hands, that you choose your destiny with every action, every decision you make throughout your life. You lead the way. The Chariot. Okay, I want to get a few more cards. What is the message for this collective spirit, for the people who are watching? I feel like someone here is finally getting a sense of direction. Okay, so the Chariot, you're moving straight towards your goals because you're aware that everything is possible now and that you don't have to settle for something that you do not want or feels below your standard. You know what Spirit wants to say to you? If you're gonna aim, might as well aim big. That is literally what just came to me. It's like, if you're gonna do something, might as well do what you love. You're gonna struggle anyways. You're gonna have hard times and uplifting times. Let's not forget about that part. But every journey you pursue in life is going to show its obstacles and it's going to show its ways moving forward. So if you're gonna pursue something, might as well be it what you want. And if you don't give up, it's gonna work. I'm hearing in my mind, if you're gonna fail in something, might as well fail in something that you want to do, right? But you're not gonna fail. I don't want you to think that you're gonna fail this. You're not going to. You have the Page of Pentacles. You have a plan. I feel like someone here has a plan. You have a structure. You have maybe things planned out that you want to do regards this dream, regards this path. And no, you're not going to fail. Not at all. But I feel like that kind of thought, shifts your perspective a little bit. If I'm going to fail, might as well fail at what I love doing, because you can also fail in that other thing that is not what you're passionate about. So yeah, I feel like Spirit wants to say, like, if you're going to aim, might as well aim for the thing that you actually want or for something big, because again, everything is possible in the universe. Everything is up to you, and you really need to decide what you want in life and stick to that as it is law, without allowing anything else to define that for you or to tell you if there is something better. If you change your mind along the way, that's also completely fine. Again, that's a decision within itself. But the most important thing for you to hear is that it has to come from you. Not because something made you feel a certain way or somebody told you something. Wow, I love this. Honestly, I see so much peace here for you. I see so much alignment that you're stepping into, because I feel like you're finally allowing yourself to do something you've always wanted to do, or it's like you're finally pursuing this. And if you listen to your intuition, you're actually going to end up in a very favorable position. If you listen to your intuition and if you listen to your instinct in this time of your life, you're going to end up in a very good spot, in a very sweet spot. So if you're currently listening to your creative nudges, to the things that you feel inspired to do, I will tell you how your life is going to turn out. Because these cards are saying that if you just embrace calmness, peace, and embrace what you feel like you're supposed to do, and you move in alignment without rushing, without thinking about time, without looking for evidence, but just purely pursuing the path you feel called and aligned to take, this is where you're ending up. 9 of Pentacles. And this card represents luxury. It represents wealth. It represents financial stability and financial freedom. Not having to depend on a job for a living. not having to have set working hours, perhaps. I feel like you're stepping in a life where I know this is a popular term nowadays on YouTube, but it's like this getting paid to exist kind of energy, you know? Because look at this person, they're just sitting, reading their book in the garden, drinking wine, relaxing, right? This is the kind of life you're supposed to live. You're not meant to struggle. You're not meant to work 14-hour shifts a day so that you can make a living. And if you are here in this reading, you're probably aware of this. You're probably in for it, right? Like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to clock maybe into a specific kind of job for a living. I feel like you want freedom. You want to get paid to exist. You want to shine. You want to live freedom. You want to experience life and enjoy life and savor life. And I feel like you're maybe even somebody who doesn't want to work that much, right? We had that Four of Swords. It's like you would rather maybe relax and just pursue the things that you want to do. And I feel like that's something that you're stepping into, and this moment of awakening that you're having, right? Being able to recognize that you can manifest anything in your life, that everything is possible, perhaps is also what's nudging you in this direction, in this time of your life. Again, I feel like you have a very powerful imagination, and just know that you can manifest anything in your life. You're a very powerful manifester. And I feel this message was maybe even meant to confirm that for you, or just like reflect to you what you have been feeling lately about life and about everything. That maybe you're not supposed to struggle. Maybe you're not supposed to work so hard to earn a living or to live in financial freedom. Someone maybe is even going after status. Maybe you're going after recognition or fame. But I feel like you do want to step into a higher society here. I feel like this is a collective that is perhaps wanting to step into some kind of higher society or live a more elevated life. I'm going to get you one last card to see if there's any other messages here. The Star. Yeah, of course. So the Star is saying that we also had a lot of talk about creativity. Perhaps some of you are going to be famous. You're going to be seen, known for your art, for being yourself. This is literally actually the Star and the Nine of Pentacles. That's such an energy of getting paid to exist and getting paid for just being yourself and who you are. Maybe someone wants to earn a living through just being themselves, right? Through being recognized and seen. Maybe you want to start a business of some kind. It doesn't really matter, but I feel like you're meant to live life in an effortless way. And that's something that you have been recognizing lately and you're ready to move towards.